these balls could talk, they would walk along the bases and into the fields. If these balls could talk with Mark and John and producer Pete.
Okay, go.
Hey, ballers, welcome to These Balls Could Talk, the podcast that will gladly brave a cold Monday night to watch the Patriots, right, John?
Brr, I'm still cold.
This is Mark along with John and our producer Pete, and we're getting ready to discuss the latest in sports, tech, and pop culture. If you like what you hear or see, please like us or hit that subscribe button, or as someone on this show likes to say,
It's
tickle
Mark.
that little bell.
It's always Mark.
No one, Mark.
It's always Mark.
It's not Mark.
Joining us tonight is another first-time kickballer. He loves to karaoke with his emo rock songs from the early aughts. His
Nice.
name is Jimmy Bentley. What's going on, Jimmy?
Woo.
Hey, Mark. Thanks for having me, guys. It's a pleasure to be here. I know we tried to do this a few months ago, so thank you for making the time to reschedule for me. I am ecstatic to be here.
Awesome. Thanks for your
Did you
patience,
almost die
too.
or something, Jimmy?
Glad to have you.
What was that, Mark?
No, I said, didn't you almost die or something, Jimmy?
No, I didn't almost die. I just had a little bit of
Wasn't him.
a
It was someone else.
family emergency
Oh,
kind
wow.
of thing, but everything's good.
That's good. Good
Yeah,
to hear.
Jimmy, we're glad that we were able to make this happen. It's been a while. Why don't we get caught up with what's been going on in everyone's lives? John, how you been?
I have been great. Mark, and sometimes Jeffem, and sometimes Pete and I have had a year of yeses, and I really like it, and I want to keep going.
This
Mark and I,
2025 was the year of yes for us.
Yeah.
yes, the year of yes. The year of yes. Let's go to the playoffs. Let's go to Monday Night Football. Fuck yeah. So Mark and I were at Monday Night Football to watch the trouncing,
That was-
curb stomping,
That was pretty bad for the
curb
Giants.
stomping. 30 points in the first half, 3 points in the second half. So
That was tough to watch from at home in my warm, cozy, loft, let
we had a
alone
good time. We
you guys outside in the freezing
we were
cold.
20 rows up on the 50-yard line on the Giants side. I got to see Jackson Dart's beautiful, beautiful locks. He's a handsome man, even with
You also
his
got to see his
face
bell
mask.
rung.
Yeah, you saw quite a few hits from Christian Ellis in that game. That's
Here's
for sure.
here's the thing I want to say about Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart needs to be safer. Troy Aikman, we're going to talk about it, but Troy Aikman on the broadcast said he
Yeah,
needs to be
save it
safer.
for the show,
he,
John.
he needs
I
to be
know.
better on the field. But he still is exciting to watch. He still does crazy shit. He still makes plays he's not supposed to. He still runs around like a little rabbit and makes a 2-point conversion. So,
Hey,
I don't know.
if he can handle it, I mean, that we said a lot of those things about Josh Allen when he was like jumping over people. We're like, what the hell are you doing? You're the quarterback. And then Josh is like, it's fine. You guys realize I've been doing this in college too. And Dart said the same thing in his press conference.
he
He's like,
said.
guys, you don't know me then, obviously. Like, this is what I do. So, hey,
It's not soccer. Shut up, douchebag.
I will say though,
soccer.
the NFL is a whole other
That's what he
level of
said.
competition. So,
Well,
I mean, he's got to.
and I think
He's
that's
got to
the
just
thing
take those. Be smarter about it. That's all.
that happens, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a Giants fan, but I think it's the thing that happens with Giants quarterbacks. When because the Giants have been bad for a long time. When a Giants player gets any sort of like weird media coverage, like Tommy DeVito, like weird media coverage, they're just like, I think we're going to kill him. And that's what they did that one game against Tommy after he won 3 in a row. Everybody loves Jackson Dart this season. Everybody's talking about him. And he just keeps getting his ass kicked. I mean, that dude left his feet to kick his ass.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, it was a clean hit.
Dude,
it
that
was
hit-
a legal hit. Was it a clean hit?
Could you guys hear that up in the stands? Was
We're that far away.
Was
We
that
could
to your
definitely
side
hear
or
it.
the
We
opposite
definitely heard
side?
it. We
definitely
I
heard
was
it.
going to say you could probably
He was
hear those
running
pads like
cross
pop
field,
for that hit.
Full speed, left his feet to take him out. He could have just pushed him out of bounds. Would have taken almost no force. But anyway,
Aw, you could have put the quarterback out of bounds.
Oh man! All right.
Yeah. It wasn't even just him. Yeah. It looks like Gunnar Olszewski almost died on the field that day, too.
That's
that's
cold.
what
game.
he's for, though. It's okay.
Oh man.
That's what he's for. Anyway, sports aside, things are well. Things are well. We just got back from a school event with Jamie. It's almost Christmas. I'm wearing my Christmas shirt.
Oh, do they know the news about Jamie?
Yes.
It's been like 3 weeks, so I didn't know.
Do tell the audience about the news about Jamie.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the show, but
I don't remember.
Jeannie is the lead in her school play. She's playing Belle in Beauty and the Beast as her swan song for middle school drama.
Woohoo!
She's
We
excited.
did mention it on the show. But
We did. Okay, I wasn't sure because we were off for 3 weeks. I don't know.
We did. So, yeah.
I wanna make sure.
Everything is going great. What's going on with you, Mark?
So one thing, as like John said, we were at the Monday Night Football game. John came all the way from Albany and we watched the drudging of the Giants, which was great.
Curb
at least
stomping.
for me. Curb stomping. Sorry. So speaking of Jamie, I don't know how this happened. I told John this. It's like I had a dream of Jamie in the play, and like she performed a couple songs and whatnot. I've never actually seen Jamie act in person, nor do I know any of her classmates. But I'm pretty sure I saw the whole play in my dream.
Wow.
Which was really weird. I saw her in the bright yellow dress, so I don't know if it was the actual dress that John and Mel are gonna get for her, but it was so real. You guys, I love those dreams like that. It's so real. It's like real life. The only times I don't like those kinds of dreams is when I dream of work, because then when I wake up from my dream, I'm tired because I felt like I just worked.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm. But Thanksgiving was good. I had my 2 road races right before Thanksgiving. I had one the Sunday before, and then the turkey trot the morning of.
Nice.
Did better than I had expected for both. Unfortunately, I had, and this happened right after the Monday Night Football game, my knee kind of stiffened up on me, so I couldn't play my normal pickleball on last night. And there's this tournament that I wanted to actually do too, because it's a way for me to actually get rated in pickleball, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it now because of my knee. It's a lot better now, but I'm the old man disease love to kick in every now and again. So
does it feel stable, just sore, or?
It feels stable. I'm not worried about like a ligament tear or something like that. It's just stiff.
All right.
So I can't really move as well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with pickleball, you need the agility. So
yeah, and right, and that's probably pretty tough in your knees, like tennis, right? Those are always brutal lateral movement kind of sports.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily want to chance it. I mean, it's gotten better every single day since then, and I've actually been doing some exercises to get a little stronger, kind of stuff that I remember from doing a little rehab back in the day. But
okay,
it's We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Pete, what about you? There was a special birthday in your life. I know that.
There was. My son is 2. He's very tall. He's like 2 years old and 3 feet tall at this point. It's kind of nuts. So we had a good birthday party for him. A small little thing. He recently, we also got to go to Thanksgiving at my brother's house in Rochester. So we got to see his 2 cousins and aunt. So Liam had a great time with them, being the crazy chaotic goofball that he always is. And prior to all that happening, Steph and I got to go. We took a trip to Western New York to see the Bills play the Bucks in that crazy game that had 9 lead changes and out in the cold, and it snowed a little bit. It was the perfect swan song to say goodbye to that stadium, the Bills Highmark Stadium, for being there forever. My parents were at the first game. She showed me, she had like the ticket stub, and she showed me this commemorative like coin thing that they got for being the first people in the stadium. It was really cool. So it was a magical weekend, or a couple weekends, honestly. Had a great time, and I think
we missed you all desperately.
Yeah, and I think they're undefeated whenever Steph goes there, so we need to go to more Bills games. But next year, I would love to also go to a football game with you guys again. It's been too long.
Did you sell a kid? Did you sell a kidney or something? Like, I don't understand.
What, to get to that game?
I mean, to know New Highmark. Doesn't New Highmark? You have to sell them Liam to go to New Highmark, right?
Next year. Well, I mean, maybe we'll go to a Patriots or Giants game or something.
No, you have to sell. We have to sell children to get to. Well,
I
I
mean,
guess we don't have to sell children to.
I
get
would
to,
I would love to
do
go
have
into
to
the
get-
crazy UFO saucer spaceship stadium that looks like it's from the future, but we'll see if we can afford it.
Speaking about future stadiums, I saw a mock-up of the new athletics stadium in Las Vegas, and the roof rises like it is it's like a bug.
Is that the one that the Raiders play in?
No, they're building them a new one for the athletics. They haven't.
Oh,
yet.
the athletics. I thought you were saying the stadium was called the Athletic Stadium, but no, the stadium for the athletics. Gotcha. I got confused there. I'm caught up. I'm caught
the
up now.
athletics are still bad. How bad are they? That they are a team without a stadium, and they won't have one for at least another 2 years.
So sad. My funny story about the Oakland A's, the only fans I knew of theirs that I knew personally was my old neighbor, Brad. And he had in his basement seats from their old stadium. I guess when they redid the seats, they just had these random green bleacher seats from an old Oakland A's stadium seating arrangement.
So, friend of the show, Scott Giachel, who lives in the Bay Area, who lived in the Bay Area, he would go back home to see his family, and he would go to athletics games for $5. He'd just
Yeah,
be like, "You guys want to go to a game?" Nobody wants to go.
Why not?
All right, now that the Bills have depressed me, let's move on. Or the Athletics have depressed me. Let's move on.
Yes.
Hey everyone, what does Young Koo need to kick a field goal?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
don't know.
I mean, he needs to actually kick the ball for starters. It just has nothing to do with the time what we're doing, but just wanted to mention that. It's time for warm up your balls.
Kicking
Man.
the ground doesn't help.
Nope. That was
During this segment, Pete will spin the wheel and will magically or randomly select a question for our guests to answer. Are you ready, Pete?
I am ready, but I would prefer it to
For that
magically
matter,
select
are you ready,
it.
John?
I'm not sure. I would prefer it to magically select it instead of randomly.
It technically does.
Is that possible? All right. Is this up to date? I hit Control F5. So that's about as good as it's going to get. Are we good?
No, you have to ask the IT person.
All right, John. Hello?
I wasn't paying attention.
Are we good to go? Is the wheel updated? I hit Control F5. Okay.
I did it like 30 minutes. I did it like 30 minutes ago.
Wow. That's we're like
Why are you
prepared for
not
this
in
show.
the
Okay. Here we go.
It's like I'm a professional or something.
I know. This is an interesting question. So, Jimmy, what is the best smell in the world?
The best smell in the world.
Yes.
I really think it's bacon cooking in the morning. Nothing beats like a
That's pretty good.
breakfast with like at least like 4 or 5 pieces of bacon. Doesn't matter if it's on a sandwich or next to some sourdough toast. Bacon just makes everything better.
Now, do you prefer crispy bacon or fatty
It's
bacon?
hard to argue.
I like fatty bacon. Absolutely.
Okay.
I like the flavor from it.
There's a chain of restaurants in New York City called Bar Bacon. Has anybody ever been to a Bar Bacon?
Bar bacon? No.
No.
Do tell.
And so they are restaurants where everything is bacon or has bacon in it or is bacon inspired. So like bacon drinks, bacon desserts, bacon sandwiches. It's very good.
Do they also have the
So,
clothesline bacon that we had at Colin's bachelor party?
No, nothing has clothesline bacon.
The clothesline
We will never
bacon was
get that.
incredible.
We will never get that anywhere else.
Bacon on a clothesline.
Actually, I
Incredible.
believe that Banners right next to the Garden has that kind of bacon as well. Although
Oh, man.
I don't know if it's going to be as good as the Vegas bacon.
It was like candied. Oh my, it was so good. Anyway,
Oh yeah, it's not candy.
They
It's
gave
just,
us
it's just
they
bacon
gave us a
that's
cool
just-
scissor to eat it with.
yes.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, I agree. It's got to be something cooking related. Like, honestly, like I came home from work today and the kitchen. I love when I come home and like Steph's cooking something or if I'm cooking something. Even if we like leave the room and then come back, it's like, oh yeah, like cooking a really good dinner on our stove there with like some peppers and onion sautéing, just something like getting that nice smell in the air. Delicious.
Right. And I don't know, it's just, to me, it's something about like waking up and getting that smell. Like, I am not a morning person in general, but if there's like some bacon cooking, I can smell like the coffee being made and a coffee. I don't know, everything. It just wakes me up and I know I'm going to have a good day then.
Oh yeah.
Have you tried to cook bacon in a George Foreman grill by your bed?
I have not. I usually just either I'll fry it, or I air fry it a lot of the time now. It's just like easier and it comes out really nice.
Okay.
Pete got that reference. That was a
Yeah.
reference
Hasn't Michael
to the
Scott
show
taught you
The
anything to
Office.
not attempt that?
Oh yes, that which
Very-
that
feels
is
very dangerous.
that is my favorite episode of all time is when he burns his foot in the George Foreman grill.
Isn't that also the one where like Kevin, the character, has like a cancer scare and it's negative, but like all Michael Scott cares about is his foot? I think that's all the same
Yes.
episode. They go like
I think
ice.
that might be the same episode.
Fun fact, I've actually never seen The Office, so this is why I don't get these references.
Oh, you
but
gotta watch it.
I will change that at some point. My girlfriend's been begging me to watch it. I don't know if I'm just like
You're in for a treat.
reveling in driving her crazy by not watching it now, but I probably should change that.
You should-
Jimmy, I have some
it holds
office
up.
stuff because I have some office stuff from the convention that I actually I volunteered at, and I just got a bunch of stuff from the show. I'll have to show it to you. By the way, I was supposed to give that to John while he was here,
Oh,
so
no.
he could give it to Pete's wife.
Oh, right. You didn't need to get her. I mean, I shouldn't say that. She
it for free.
Oh, well then, yes, by all means, she will take it. I love that I'm
All
answering
right,
for her.
shall we move on?
Certainly.
No, because I have an answer.
Oh,
Oh, John.
what is the best smell in the
job?
world, John?
I mean, maybe not the best smell in the world, but there is a smell that happens in. And Pete might not know this smell, but Mark definitely does, and Jimmy might. There's a smell that happens in the evenings in like April, May, when it's just like a little cold and a little wet. That makes me remember Little League Baseball. And
Yes.
I say it smells
Really?
like baseball. Smells
Huh.
like baseball.
It's probably like a
the
combination
smell-
of dew and pollen and like new, just spring
Yes.
sprouting
just grass,
grass. Yeah,
Back to
fresh cut
Pollen and
lawn
grass
smell.
all at the same time.
freshly mown grass too.
When the dew
Yep. Yep.
catches on the grass.
And it just, I think there's an interesting thing about smells that bring you back. And so, like, in the food realm, like, the smell of cooked garlic brings me back to, like, some place in my childhood. So I like the smell of garlic.
smell
Especially sauteed garlic.
smell is a very, very, very
Sauteed
strong
garlic.
sensory connection to memory.
Mhm.
For sure.
Anyway, we
All
can move on now.
Moving on.
I got to say do on the
Oh.
radio.
Whoa, have we ever had this before? Ask the hosts. So, Jimmy, you get
haven't
to
had
ask
that one
us
on
a
this.
question, I guess. How does this work?
Yes, Jimmy. If you want, if you could think of a random question,
How
off the
about you
top of your
roll
head
it
you wanna ask
again?
us. No, let's try it. Jimmy, do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Any particular person I'm asking this to, or
just
just
ask
just
a
a
random
general
question, and one
question,
of us
or-
will answer it.
We all converse at the things anyway.
okay? Let's go back since you all went to college together. Let's go to your college days for a second. What's
Huh.
like the most I guess podcast radio friendly, most embarrassing story from that time that you were all a part of together that you could feel comfortable sharing?
Oh,
Mark,
man.
were you a part of the plague?
I was not a part of the plague. No,
Pete, did
I
you
think
have
I
the
just
plague?
missed it. I think I just missed it.
Oh,
No, Pete, you were in the other. You were in the other room.
I
The upstairs room.
I
You didn't have the
survived.
plague
No,
either.
I was across the hall, but I somehow didn't
Oh,
catch
yeah.
it. I survived it.
Yeah. All right, that's not a good story.
No. You know what is a good story? The time the fire alarm got pulled and John was in the shower. And Pat-
he came out his towel.
Pat stole all his clothes, but then somebody
No. Pat
No,
didn't.
it got
Pat
worse.
Didn't steal my clothes. No, Pat didn't steal my clothes.
Oh.
The late great Jay Dunlop
The
stole my
late,
clothes.
great
May
Jay.
he rest in peace.
And then he
he
pulled
did
your
it twice.
towel though. But luckily, Pat, you had Pat's
he-
trench coat on.
He pulled my towel while I had Pat's trench coat.
Yes,
on.
so none of us got. We didn't see anything. We're just standing
All
outside.
right.
There's like fire trucks
So-
coming, and John's just in a trench coat
Jimmy-
and nothing else.
Jimmy and the guests. We all lived in these connected suite rooms. So there were 6 singles in every room, or 5 singles in every room, and then there was like a common room and a shower and a bathroom, such. And so we would go home. In college you have these weird schedules. So in like the middle of the day, I went home. I hadn't taken a shower yet because I had an early class. So I got in the shower, and apparently there was a fire drill that day. Now, one of our friends was dating the resident director of the building.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Okay.
And so I think we knew about this somehow, but I didn't. Nobody told me. So I was taking a shower, and I left my pilot clothes, and fire alarm goes off. I'm like, shit, the fire alarm went off. And I hear Jay run in the room, giggling. And then he just ran out while the fire alarm was on. And I get out, dry my face, look around for my clothes. I'm like, motherfucker. So I put my towel on. I walk outside. I see Pat. He's getting ready. I'm like, Pat, can I borrow your coat? He's like, for what? I'm like, well, I don't have any clothes, and maybe the building's on fire. And so I walked outside in a trench coat, not wearing anything but a towel, in front of 40
people,
or 50 people.
The fire department.
Oh man.
Yeah, the fire truck showed up. Like they're all asking us questions. John's just sitting there in a trench coat.
And so what the finale of Pete's story was that Jay ran up to me when he saw that I was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
And he reached under Pat's trench coat and he stole my towel and he ran away.
Yeah. And then Pat got pissed because he's like, "Oh, damn it, that's my trench coat." Like,
Nope.
basically, like, yeah, John's unmentionable is just,
Free balling.
in there.
What I was doing.
There was another time where we got almost like, I swear they were going to like tackle us when public safety sprinted after us full bore at 1 a.m. when we were grabbing some stuff from the loading dock, like trash or whatever. They thought there was some good stuff, guys.
After Drop Club.
Yeah. So there was this big thing that winter called the Drop Squad, where these people were dropping like computer monitors or like giant messy things, gross stuff down this open stairwell. It was one of those spiral staircases, and it was 9 stories. Right, it's one of this building. It's just wide open all the way top to bottom to like one of the sub basements. So yeah, these Drop Squad clubs would go and they drop this crazy shit. So public safety was like, we're gonna catch these guys. They thought we were the Drop Squad. So apparently, like, we were in that stairwell that night, but we were not there for that reason.
I mean, we were dropping shit.
We dropped a snowball. It was like, it was stupid.
No, we didn't.
Okay, it was nothing quite like the Drop Squad. But they thought we were the Drop Squad. And yeah, so basically we're leaving and we're walking across campus, and all of a sudden we see this public safety guard with a flashlight. He goes, "Stop right there!" And he sprints at us with like a billy club in one hand and the flashlight in the other. We're like, "Oh, he's gonna kill us!" But luckily, we diffused the situation. I don't know if we just talked to him and we're like, they realized we weren't the people they were looking for. But man, I was bracing myself to get tackled.
Oh man.
The best part about it is they're like, "Were you guys like, are you dropping it?" Like, no, we were just taking stuff from the loading dock. I'm like, pretty much, oh, you're just like taking a bunch of stuff from this building, and like didn't even check to see if it was the stuff that they were trying to throw out. So like we could have been stealing stuff and they didn't care. They just wanted to make sure we weren't the Drop Squad.
We were just taking garbage.
Taking garbage. I was gonna say, it was like whiteboard. This is RPI garbage. This is like whiteboards and like nice insulated blankets and like, I don't know, cool stuff. Anyway.
We are at time, but we haven't done 3 yet. If you want to do 3.
All right, quick final question. Yeah, we gotta get a little bit more here for Jimmy. All right, this is a fun one. What's a word or phrase you overuse?
A word or phrase I overuse.
You ever analyze your own speech patterns and realize, oh man, I say that way too much?
I think I say word too much, honestly.
You can never say word too much.
Word.
That's better than yeet. No, I'm just we
it's better than that. So I'm a teacher now, first year teacher. If it's better than hearing like 6, 7 or hearing them to tell me to stop glazing me, bro, when I'm just trying to get them to do anything at all whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah,
Do the Lions have a receiver whose last name is Tesla?
Yes. I tried to draft him and I couldn't. Somebody got him just before I did.
Tesla.
It's amazing.
Yep. I tried to get him this year in Rick's league, but somebody got him like 2 picks before me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really wanted him because of the name. I thought it was hilarious.
Tesla.
And he's turning out to be
deep is the league?
It's 14 teams, individual defensive players, and everybody's it's keeper. for like going on for
20
decades. So like
20 keepers,
massive
14
rosters.
teams,
like
massive
31 player
rosters of
rosters.
30.
Yeah. It's
30.
it's nuts.
Oh wow.
Yeah, people are like researching like running back number 5 on teams just for
We trade draft picks.
yeah. Or like
Yeah, I'm in a keeper league where we trade draft picks like that too. It's
crazy.
it's like four keepers. We allow like multi-team trades like it's the NBA and whatnot. It's a fun time.
Nice.
Oh yeah. All right, so
All right.
guys, are we all set here?
Sir.
Oh well, I think we're all set because I'm hearing some music. It's time for Mighty Morphin Power Rankings!
I missed my
A
cue.
little better.
So I was waiting for Mark to say something. All right, guys, after some crazy Thanksgiving week games, the New England Patriots top this list for the first time. How long can they stay king of the hill? Probably a while with that joke of a schedule, the receiver is always open, their second-year quarterback already in his prime, yada, 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 and the defense out for blood. Yikes. The Rams fall to second with a weird loss. The Seahawks rise to third with a shutout. The Broncos buck their way to fourth by whatever means necessary. Seriously, like whatever means necessary. And the Pack is back, up to fifth. Oh, hello there, Bears. You're seventh now. Eagles, something ain't right. Chiefs, something ain't right. The Texans scared the bejesus out of me. Do not let them in the playoffs. Colts, something ain't right. Bills at 13th. We need pissed off, trash talking asshole Josh way more often. Please. Just don't get pounced by those very scary Bengals right behind you. Burrow is back, and they can still steal the AFC North. The Cowboys are up. Pickens looks awesome. Ravens, something ain't right. Panthers up to 19th. Are you good now? Maybe? Steelers, you have rusted. Tomlin needs to seek other teams, and Rodgers needs to seek retirement. The Falcons have fallen. Jets show some life. Sorry, John. The Giants fall to 30th. Stop acting out Charlie Brown memes. That was something, and it wasn't right. Dart, please stay alive long enough to get some talent back for next season. And with that, I open it up to the floor.
So you
First off-
you talked about this a while ago that you were going to make the Patriots number 1 so that they could get knocked down because that seems to be the if these balls could talk curse is as soon as you rank someone number 1 that they lose and then they get knocked out.
Well,
Well,
I
they
mean-
can't. Pete doesn't downrank people in their bye weeks.
Oh,
so
you
this
know
is
what?
Good.
I had that almost perfect. I did not put the actual list up during that whole thing. So now, for you watching on YouTube, the list is now there.
So
see what the
first,
hell I was
I want to
talking about.
mention that if you're enjoying Mark's AI, or the AI videos that Mark is making of Pete's Mighty Morphin Power Rankings, my favorite part of this week's was the way it understood you talking about Jackson Dart and you talking about the kicking problems.
Oh, yeah.
Was it made a little sad broken football Jacks that was named Dart, and it like crawled over on the kicking stand and laid there, and it was sad, and I thought that was so funny.
I know.
There is a lot that is going on with this quote unquote top teams. I think that you're right.
A lot of shuffling.
I don't think that
It was a big week.
I think that the Eagles have a real core problem. I think that Barkley might even just be tired from running 2,000 yards last season, which it was the case in at least the beginning of the season for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I dropped him down 5 slots. They
think
just
that-
too many offensive problems, too many weeks in a row to ignore at this point.
I think that's the same problem that we see with the Ravens. The Ravens, who are just so killer on paper, can't get their passing game together at all.
I think Lamar's still
At all.
broken. Jimmy, you were going to say
I think
something?
Lamar's
Yeah, when we were going back to the Eagles, I was just saying, like, it seems like the offensive play calling this year is so dysfunctional. It seems like they are really, really missing their offensive coordinator from last year. And yeah, as far as Lamar, he just has not looked the same passing the football since he's come back from injury. I mean, they're winning, which is good for them. It seems like they have a good shot at making the playoffs here, but I don't know if they're going to be able to make any noise unless they can figure something out there.
I mean, they may not even make the playoffs at this point. I mean, you got A lot of strong teams. Not strong, actually. That's the problem. There's no strong teams in the North, so it's like it's a free for all right now. The Bengals
more
could win this
competitive
division
than
still.
strong.
Yeah,
The
competitive.
Bengals could win out. Joe could just like get hot, like get really hot and lead this team to victory. I mean, I know he wasn't super accurate in his return back, but I kind of chalk that up to him just getting his footing back quite literally coming back from turf toe.
Yeah, yeah. And he looked
think
stronger
Steele
as the game
broke
went
his
on
arm,
too, and that's what scares
the way.
me. Yeah,
Sorry, John.
that does not look good.
Yeah. Well, he already had 100 yards.
but he's hurt.
Who got hurt?
CeeDee Lamb
He just got hurt.
just left the
Ooh.
field. He almost came down with this incredible touchdown, and instead dropped it and broke his arm.
Last week
Something
was the week of amazing one-handed catches. So I guess CD wanted to return that. I think
Almost did.
I listen. I don't feel the Patriots are the best team in football right now. While they look really good,
are.
they have 10 wins in a row. I just don't feel they are the best team in football right now.
You just don't want to say it.
No, it's not that. I still think it's the Rams. And I know that they lost the Panthers. You listen, this is it's almost it's December now. You're going to have some fluky wins or losses in there.
I chalk
And
that a
I
little
think
bit up to a
the
Thursday
Rams got
night
that up.
game too.
Yeah, you only knocked them down one ranking. I just feel the Rams are the team to beat especially in the NFC. Now the AFC is definitely wide open, but I feel there are like 4 teams better than the Patriots, all from the NFC.
Oh yeah.
What are we
I think
talking? Rams, Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who else you talking?
I think the Packers are
honestly,
better
even
than the
Green Bay,
Patriots
yeah.
right now.
Green Bay is looking strong again.
Packers are not better than the Patriots.
I don't agree with that.
Though Seattle and the Rams are probably on paper. You could say that they're better. Nobody's hotter. Nobody's hotter than the Patriots. Nobody's playing better defense than the Patriots.
Well, that's a lie.
No, there's better defenses, but the Patriots defense is definitely good enough at this point.
And we'll talk about that at a later segment.
And
With
on
regards-
on top of that, no one has Drake May. Drake May.
I love
Drake May. That's the full name. Drake May.
love-
May.
I
Drake-
saw that.
Drake
today.
May
I
May.
saw that today.
Huh.
I saw that today. He's Drake May.
Drake May. Oh my gosh.
By the way,
Drake
I
May-
think that
Drake May's
that
the nickname.
chant. I think that chant that I was singing at the game should become a thing. Like, come on, that's a pretty good chant, John. Don't you think? It's like Drake May, Drake May, Drake May, Drake May, Drake May, Drake May. Come on, let's make that a thing.
I mean,
Oh,
I love it.
just keep going to games; it'll catch on.
I know. I guess I'll just have to go to all the games.
This is your task now, Mark.
Your bottom 5, I think, are pretty spot on. I believe.
Yeah, the Commander is just so old at this point, and I bumped the Jets out of there. They had an impressive win. But there's a lot of those teams like almost in the bottom, like the Cardinals, Vikings, Browns. I feel like I have them locked in pretty much where they're going to be. Like I don't see them rising or falling much. They just kind of are what they are.
Did you
at this
hear
point.
that the Browns decided that they were going to activate Deshaun Watson for practice?
Really?
What?
I don't think that changes anything. I don't think he's any better than
I don't.
whatever
Yeah, I
they're
don't.
throwing
I
out
don't
there.
100% understand the reason for that.
They
Some
just got to
people are
cut this
saying- so
loose,
there's
man.
There's a veteran in the quarterback room with the 2 rookies, but I don't.
I don't know
necessarily
if that's
why
the
you have
veteran
to-
you want.
Right.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's the veteran you want.
This is not a good look, Cleveland.
The only thing he's good at is sexual harassment. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah. All right.
Mark,
Ugh.
remember when you tried to steal Javonte Williams from me when I was sad?
I do. Did he just score?
He did. He did.
All right.
I think that the problem right now is that we have the very good teams, right? We have the Seahawks and the Rams and the Patriots, and we have the teams that are supposed to be very good. We have the Bills and we have the Ravens. We have the Eagles, but then we
don't
have
have
these,
that
like-
one dominant team though, do you? Right now.
No.
you don't.
This is
And-
this is why it's carousel at the top. Like
Yeah.
The crazy part about this season is you have the teams that are scary. You have the Bengals, and you have the Chargers, and you have the Jaguars, and you have the Bills. I mean, and you have the Niners, and these teams that are, and the Panthers even now. Like, you have these teams that could win, and they're winning, and they look great. And so it's a wild football year.
It's a lot of teams that can beat anybody and also lose to anybody, which is crazy.
The AFC North is the primary example. We're going to talk about that too. The AFC North is the primary example why football is absolutely bananas this year, because the team that makes the playoffs from the AFC North is probably going to be 8-9.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Or 9-8. Or one of those. Yeah.
Right. They can't be better than 9-8.
Yep.
Because they all suck. So.
And you could have a wild card team with like 13
and
wins,
again,
like last year.
And they're going to host
a
playoff game.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a Giants. And sorry, Pete, but I'm a Giants fan. But I am a Bengals stan, and probably because I have Joe Burrow on my team, and I would love to see them pull this one out of their ass.
You and Rich Eisen both, man.
I would love that. That would be artisanal football to watch Joe Burrow come back and make them win out and then make the playoffs.
I don't want to see it. It's scary.
I wouldn't want to see it either.
I kind of do want to see it. I think it'd be entertaining.
Right? Would it be entertaining, Jimmy?
It would be entertaining. I'd also be.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just growing up I mean, Burrow definitely would, that as a lower seed playoff team, wouldn't be the team I'd want to play in the playoffs if I was the Patriots.
And well, keep in mind, they would have a home game too in that first round.
They would. They'd be seed 4. If the Bills end up in the 5th seed, they would play immediately in the playoffs, and I don't want that. I don't want to start playoffs in Cincinnati.
I guess it's just for the plot a little bit that I think it'd be fun. Also, just like growing up a Pats fan, and I don't know, I've always just found like the Ravens and the Steelers obnoxious. I dislike both those teams, and whenever I see them playing each other, I honestly don't really root for one team over the other. I just kind of want them both to like not seriously hurt each other, obviously, but just both beat each other up a bit. Make it so that the next game they play, they both end up being garbage.
Yeah.
If you look at the schedule for the AFC North.
Oh, the Bengals.
I think that the Bengals make the most sense.
They could honestly do it. Yeah, with
they still have
Lamar
a
just not looking right. Like Steph is
the
pissed
Ravens
at Lamar.
have to play the Pats.
Yeah, Steph got drafted Lamar this year, thinking like, man, I'm going all in a quarterback, and now she's like super mad because he's not doing crap for her.
It should.
Right? She's like, what the hell? Like, come on, Lamar.
We got to move on, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's the power rankings this week, and I think I feel like this coming week is going to have a lot of crazy games.
Minute 25 for final thoughts.
As crazy and random and as exciting as this past week was, I'm even more excited for next week. I feel like you could see a lot more shuffling there as well. There's a lot of big matchups where all those divisional rounds that are coming, like divisional games that have been slated way back into December, they're all starting to come to roost. So I guess my question is for you guys, is there any team here that you see moving very far in one direction or the other from where they are between now and the end of the season? Like the Bengals, we already talked about. That's definitely a possibility.
I think the Bears have a pretty hard schedule ahead of them, so they might get knocked down.
That's true.
The Colts are going to keep falling.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans could potentially go up. I mean, they're facing the Chiefs this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is ridiculous.
Well, both the Eagles and the Chiefs could potentially go really far down before the end of the season.
I really don't think the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs. I know it's crazy to bet against Mahomes, but just you're 6-6 right now, and their schedule's brutal down the stretch, it looks like, too.
I know. I have them 9th here in the rankings, Jimmy, as you can see, only pretty much from past pedigree at this point. It's like I'm like, okay, when are they going to flip the switch and just become incredible again? Like, it's going to happen, and I'm going to sit here wallowing in misery as Mahomes throws 80 touchdown passes and the refs give him a giant smooch on the field.
Your nightmare has come full circle, Pete. You had your years.
Aren't they winless this year in like one-score games too?
That's honestly, this is the year they should have had last year, and they just got fucking lucky. Every single week, it drove me nuts.
Pete had his 5 years break for the Patriots where he had to deal with the Chiefs, and now the Patriots are back.
Yeah,
So fuck
why
his life.
does the NFL just always have to have a dynasty of like choose from these 5 teams? Like, come on.
Yep, that does actually happen, and
Ay,
we
ay.
have no time for anything else.
All right,
So let's
move on.
All right, we'd like to thank one of this week's fake sponsors, Blip Bop Smart Alarm.
Yeah.
Wakes you up with motivational insults from celebrities like Samuel L. Jackson. Blip Blop. Because everyone wakes up to rise and grind, motherfucker. All right,
Well-
everyone, shall we kick off this shindig?
We should.
Oh, yeah.
Where did Jimmy go?
Oh, yeah, we lost our guest.
he's still here. His
I'm
video is
still
cameras
here,
off.
guys. I'm just having a little bit of a
Oh, okay. We got the audio.
Two.
For him.
so. I'm still here talking. I need to have the video off for a little bit. I'll try to get back on as soon as I
Is your
can.
phone dying?
Oh no,
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh,
I've
no.
just gotta- I'm
that's all right.
sorry.
It's all right. We're all good. So you're now hearing the voice of Jimmy.
Jimmy. If
All
you
right.
could spend this time finding a plug, that would be good because the YouTube's going to be weird and the AI.
No, it isn't.
pod is gonna
I
be weirder.
I'm on it. I flipped to our triple window setup. I'm good. We're
No,
good.
The
It's better if we
Opus
have
clip.
Jimmy.
It is. It's
Opus
always.
clip is going to be very sad.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. We would love to see your face as soon as possible. Again.
Figure it out, please.
All right.
All right,
Let's move
these
on.
are songs from 1971.
Ooh.
We're singing joy to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to first topic in the podcast sea. Joy to you and me. So it has been almost a month since the New York Football Giants gave a pink slip to Brian Daboll, and sure enough, it has had a huge effect on the team. Just kidding, they've lost all 3 games. Let's see. And needless to say, there are plenty of candidates for the job, but the man who will make that decision isn't exactly the most trustworthy, right, John? So, everyone, would any of these potential candidates be a good fit for the team? And do we really think Joe Shen will make the right call for any of them? So, what I'm going to do?
You stress me out, bro.
What are you talking about? I'm going to list off some candidates, and I want to hear if you guys think that they would be a good fit for the Giants. So the first one, Mike McCarthy, who has a career 174, 112, and 2 record after coaching 5 seasons with Dallas and 13 with Green Bay.
Eh.
I never
What-
liked Mike McCarthy.
What else you got?
He's a
That
piece of
sounds underwhelming.
I never liked
The
Mike
voice of
McCarthy.
Jimmy.
He,
agrees.
he lied about analytics in order to get the Dallas job.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be a good fit. But will Joe Shane pick him?
Probably.
Maybe he's not shiny enough.
What else you got?
All right, Clint Kubiak, current OC for the Seattle Seahawks. No head coaching experience, but he has been the OC for the aforementioned Seahawks and then also the Vikings and Saints.
I mean, he has a comic
I
book
love
sounding
this-
name. I like it.
I love the state of the Seahawks offense right now.
Yeah. It's,
That's the kind of pick I would go for, honestly. I think they need a good, preferably young offensive mind that can help guide Dart to the next level there, especially
agree.
because if you look at like his strengths, he's got like all the physical talent in the world. And he's got a pretty quick release. His weaknesses really right now are footwork and processing. So I think you need like a good like offensive guru that can really like be a bit of a quarterback whisperer and help him out. And I think that means you might have to take a chance on someone that's never been a head coach before.
Well, I
Yeah.
think what they need is someone who's gonna get through to him in a way where he listens, right? He's the most athletic quarterback that I've ever seen on the Giants because I had to live through. I mean, I love Eli Manning, but Eli Manning was not like
oh
a
no, he couldn't
impressive-
do the
he
running
wasn't a
stuff.
shiny.
No.
He wasn't a shiny quarterback.
He was not
just got the
escaping
job done.
anything. No.
Eli Manning was a Toyota Corolla, right? And theoretically, Jackson Dart has the ability to be a Porsche, right? He jumps and he throws. I mean, he's just awesome to watch.
That's a
He's awesome
Toyota
to watch.
Corolla.
Eli Manning's a Toyota Corolla. He's gonna get you there. He always got us there. But the problem with a handsome, athletic, 23-year-old millionaire is that he knows he's awesome. He knows he is, and they're telling him to be less awesome right now. He's like, "Fuck you guys! I'm gonna still be awesome because I'm awesome."
He pretty much said that at the last press conference.
He
Yeah,
did. He said,
that's
"Fuck
exactly
you
what he
guys!
said. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna keep being awesome."
Yep.
And I'm gonna
All right.
keep getting picked up by dudes and throw. He needs a guy who can get through to him. He needs a Ben Johnson. He needs a Dan Campbell. He needs a guy who played. He needs.
Love to have that for.
needs-
So
Buffalo,
you
too.
want an offensive minded head coach? Is that what you're saying?
He needs a fucking Gruden. I would be happy with Gruden. Gruden will never come over because Barstool's paying him $1 billion.
You can do better than Gruden.
loves. I would love someone like Gruden,
Okay.
and maybe Gruden. I would love Lane Kiffin, but Lane Kiffin just got a job. I really wanted Lane. I
got
wanted
more.
Lane Kiffin.
I got more.
Who else you got?
Cliff Kingsbury, current OC for the Washington Commanders. He was 28-37 in 4 seasons at Arizona and 35-40 at 6 seasons at Texas Tech. I don't really know how Cliff Kingsbury ever became an NFL head coach based on those
Yeah,
stats.
I don't know. That's. I mean, you could argue that the experiment there with wow, why am I blanking on the quarterback in Arizona? Kyler Murray. Why, like, that has just flown south, and it sounds like Murray has disciplinary issues. He doesn't care. He's probably not. He probably never bought into Kingsbury's vision. Right?
He's too small. He's just too small.
Well, but not only that, but there's a lot of times where they've cited like he wasn't paying attention or he was partying too much. He didn't get it. He didn't get the message. So I wonder if some of that was maybe just extension of that. And I mean, if your quarterback's not on board, you're never going to get the whole locker room together. So I wonder if Kingsbury maybe has learned something and could stand to get a fair shake somewhere else. But it could be like Mark said, and hey, you weren't that great in college. How the hell are you going to be great in the NFL?
You want to know what I think about Arizona and Cliff Kingsbury? I think that Kyler Murray was the problem because Kyler's down and the Cardinals are kind of great.
They look better with Brissett playing right now.
Cliff Kingsbury is not a good head coach.
No?
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying
I
that
don't know
I'm
much
not
about
saying
Kingsbury's like
yes
fourth
or
down
no about Cliff
decisions or
Kingsbury.
analytics. You know,
I'm trying to say
management.
that I don't think
I think
he's
they
the
both were the
in
problem.
Arizona.
Okay.
I think they both were the problem. All right. Those were 3 offensive-minded head coaches. I'm going to give you 3 defensive-minded head coaches, of which the first one we're probably going to spend a lot of time on. Mike Tomlin, 189 and 123-2 in 19 seasons with Pittsburgh. There is the possibility that this will be Mike Tomlin's last year in Pittsburgh, which we could also talk about. But, John, how would you like Mike Tomlin as your head coach?
I don't think he's right.
Not
Really?
right for the Giants.
I don't think he's right.
I mean-
I am 100%. I am 100% behind. You have found your franchise quarterback. There's no denying this kid is the golden goose. We just have to figure it out now. We have to put the pieces together.
You
We
remember
have
the
to
last
figure out how
time,
to get-
John, the last time Tomlin had a golden goose was Roethlisberger in his prime. They won a Super Bowl.
Very true.
I don't think they won a Super Bowl because their offense was so great. They won a Super
He
Bowl.
also inherited a
Tom-
great roster from Bill Cowher too.
Tomlin
Tomlin
is one
did.
of the
That's
great
true. This was early in his
one
career.
of the great
so.
defensive minds of the game, and he hasn't had a good offense in 15 years, but they're always over 500,
I know.
which we're going to talk about later.
Huh.
It's pretty bad too when you have like his former players like James Harrison not even like defending like his ability as a head coach right now.
I know. I
Well,
wonder.
him and Roethlisberger pretty much told him it's time to go.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yeah, Ben even said as much.
hey,
in
do you
an
guys even
interview.
read
I
the
heard that.
questions? Do you guys even read the questions?
I did read the question. We'll get, like I said, we'll get into that a little later.
Okay.
All right, 2 more. One of them, John, I know you're not going to like, but the first one, Brian Flores, who spent 3 seasons with the Miami Dolphins, finished with the record of 24-25. Currently the DC in Minnesota.
Flores is good, but
I don't want
No?
a defensive-minded coach.
John-
I think
John's
that every
gonna say-
defensive-minded
John's
coach
gonna
you offer
poo-poo all
me
of
is
these.
wrong.
if you go that direction, I think
I don't want
better option,
Spags. I don't want Chris
So
Shula.
the last one
want,
would be Spags,
I mean,
I don't want those guys.
who already failed once in New York.
oh yeah,
No,
okay.
I don't want Spags. I don't want Chris
Even though he was
Shula.
on
I don't really
interview.
want Matt Nagy. I don't want any of those guys. I want someone who will get through to Jackson Dart.
So all right. Your candidates are John Gruden. I'm assuming Clint Kubiak is going to be on your list as
Kubiak.
well. And then what about Josh McDaniels? A name that I didn't throw out
McDaniels?
there, but
Josh McDaniels.
yeah.
I mean, if Lane Kiffin didn't take the job that he just took, I would have loved Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin would be a terrible idea. He is not an NFL coach.
McDaniels that would never leave. Back up. Like he would never. He's never going to leave New England now. He's going to stay there OC until they retire, or until he
I think
retires.
he wants to just finish his career with Drake May at this point. And just wrap
He's
up
got
the
a pretty good
sunset.
gig going for him right now.
So, John, do we trust Joe Shane to make the right choice? And who do you think
I mean, no, he's going to make the wrong choice. And what's going to happen is he's going to pick Chris Shula because it's the biggest name. Chris Shula is going to be the coach next year.
Oh, no. I think Kubiak is going to be the hot kid.
From what we've been talking about Kubiak, and it's not just the cool name, but like he actually seems like he may be promising. I mean, Seattle. He's the Seattle OC currently.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that
he's helping
of this list. That's my
Sam
pick.
Darnold back up there.
I mean, yeah, Darnold is playing as good as he's ever played, and that's very encouraging.
I have the sneaky suspicion that Joe Shane's going to choose Mike McCarthy. I don't know why. I don't have any insider information on that. It's just it's based off of the fact that Joe Shane, I think, is a piece of shit and he's just dumb.
He's probably going to trade.
He makes bad choices.
I think Joe Shane gets fired. I think before the season ends, they're going to fire the special teams coach, who apparently sucks because the kicking and the punt returning and the punt catching has been a problem all fucking year. Everything's been a problem. Everybody's got to go,
including Young Hoku.
Everybody's got to go.
I think that damned his career with the Giants.
I mean, we'll talk about that game, but like in the first quarter, there was a punt return, there was a punt fumble, there was a missed kick. These are all special teams problems.
Stuff we saw.
All stuff we saw.
Yeah.
They gave up 21 in the first quarter. They scored 33 in the game. They scored 27 in the first half. I mean, this game, like the fucking annoying part about the Giants this year is there's all these bright spots. So many bright spots. Brian Burns, top 10 linebacker. Fucking Jackson Dart being Jackson Dart. Fucking Cam Scatterbo being Cam Scatterbo. Like them being like fun and like interesting to watch now, because they still are interesting to watch. They weren't interesting to watch for 10 fucking years.
You have a pretty good roster on paper, and I believe you said it, the second highest paid defense in the league.
Well, yes, they are the second highest paid defense in the
behind
league.
The old man Steelers.
They are shallow in the secondary, and that has been taken advantage of. Very, very shallow, and we are out of time.
By the way, Pete, I apologize about Darius Slay. I guess he decided that he didn't want to play for the Bills.
I don't know what that's all about. Slay is gonna do his thing, I guess.
In fact, he says he'd rather retire than play for the Bills.
You think he actually wants to retire, or do you think he?
No,
he wants to go to the Eagles.
I think he wanted to get claimed by either the Eagles or the Lions, one of his former teams, and the Bills beat them to the punch because of waivers.
Yeah.
All right.
Funny.
Okay.
Wake up, Peter. I think I got the next topic for you.
Okay.
It's early December and I'm gonna send you back to school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Oh, Peter, I couldn't have tried anymore. Do we know that song?
I do. That was some smooth singing, Mark.
Thank you. I think it was in the wrong key, but whatever.
It still sounded good.
All right, so we pretty much talked about all my topics already in that one question.
Talk about all your topics.
Not all.
Two of four.
I saved some takes. Don't worry about that.
All right, so because I'll rant more about. No, we'll do that one later. We're going to talk about the one we were much closer to talking about. With Aaron Rodgers around, can you even have nice things?
No. Next time.
With the Syrian investment by the Rooney family and DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers, along with Malik Harrison, Darius Slay, the previous mentioned Darius Slay Jr., and others that are still, they are still an average 6-6 going into Week 14 after winning 4 of their first 5. Steelers legend Ben Roethlisberger has gone as far as to suggest a clean house in Pittsburgh, saying that Tomlin would be better suited moving to the empty Penn State job. Tomlin has a 189 regular season wins with his .625 career winning percentage, and that is the best in franchise history. However, the Steelers have not won an AFC North since 2020 and have not won a playoff game since 2017. What's going on in Pittsburgh? Are they simply stuck in the most competitive division in football, or is the problem with Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers, or both?
The roster has not assembled very well. You relied on a bunch of old, expensive players on your defense, with the exception of TJ Watt, who is middle-aged and expensive.
Even he's getting past his prime though now.
Right. But
He's in his 30s, isn't he?
Yeah.
He got
Cam
paid what it was due to him.
Cam Hayward is
Like-
old.
Cam Hayward is old.
Yeah.
By
Darius
the
Slay
way,
is old.
he was complaining about a contract he just signed last year, which I didn't like. And I believe they restructured it for him in order to make him happy. But yeah, Darius Slay, and they had Ramsey as well, who, is not really that big number one shutdown anymore. Who else did they get? They got
Duggar and Peppers. Patriots.
right. They
pass
traded
rusher.
for
Oh,
Duggar
yeah.
and Peppers was on the team too. I actually didn't remember that.
Duggar did have a good
but-
play last week against the Bills, but from what I've heard, that was kind of he was never really that great in the Patriots either, was he? He was okay.
Good in run support. I feel like he's always struggled to cover the tight ends, just
yeah.
coverage in general. And it seems like Vrabel really requires the ability to cover out of his safeties more than the Belichick Mayo defense that they had.
Yeah, Duggar wanted to
Gotcha.
be more like a Troy Polamalu and play towards the line and whatnot. And he just wasn't a good fit with Vrabel. And with regard to Peppers just kept getting into some disciplinary issues. So I think they cut him outright.
Oh, wow.
Before the season started.
Yeah, he was cut a few days after the last preseason game. He's one of
But
the
if
only
Go ahead, Jimmy.
starters
Go ahead.
from that year that was still playing late in that preseason game. So it was kind of a surprise at the time. The writing seemed like it was on the wall after that, though.
if you guys remember the old Steelers teams,
Yes.
their defenses revolved around the linebackers. They had some pretty good defensive linemen as well, but they always had the best linebackers in the league. And right now their best linebacker is Patrick Queen, who has really not done all that great in Pittsburgh. He took advantage of some really good years in Baltimore and signed a big long-term deal with Pittsburgh, and he just has not been worth that contract. Aside from Patrick Queen, can you guys name any other Pittsburgh linebacker?
Oh, I'm surprised Queen. So Queen wasn't even a Pittsburgh draft pick, which is another usual staple of Pittsburgh, is that they would always draft and develop their own, especially in their key positions.
So
that is
and
a
I
little
think
shocking.
that we've kind of wrapped around to the point. Tomlin, defensive-minded coach. The Steelers always being kind of
Good
touted
enough.
for their defense. Their offense has always been good enough, but their defense has always been really excellent. The steel curtain, right? The Steelers have the 28th ranked defense by yards this season. 28.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not good.
It's not good. It's Giants bad. It's Cowboys
Oddly
bad.
enough, they have. I think I saw they have the second or third most turnovers in the league, though. So that has helped them.
Yes, they are one of the best at producing turnovers.
That's one of the reasons why they beat the Patriots early this year.
Yeah. I think, guys, don't you think both things can be true here, though? Tomlin maybe is a good coach, but his aura, his message, his agenda in Pittsburgh has just run its course.
19 years.
That's a
19
long,
years
that's
he's
longer
been
than any
there.
other
I
active
think-
coach.
I think
now.
that's a pretty
The
good point,
exception
though,
of
because
John
now
Harbaugh.
we have a team
Oh yeah, okay.
of mostly, I mean, like any NFL team is staffed by mostly young 20-somethings, right? So we have a 53-man roster. Let's say, I don't know, 40 of them are under 40,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, yeah. I
Just
mean,
percentage-wise.
almost everybody's under 40. I mean,
Almost
but
everyone's
probably
under
a good
40.
number under 30 even.
So this
I would
team
say-
is getting led. This team of young athletes are getting led by two of the oldest people in football. The oldest. And
I think
we
Rodgers
know
is
this
the
is true
oldest.
because what was it, week 3, where the Steelers did something good and one of Rodgers' offensive linemen jumped on him and he looked like he wanted to punch the man in the face.
Oh yeah, that was
Like
funny.
an exciting
Wow.
football moment. And he's like,
He kind of play tackled Rodgers, and Rodgers got up. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
he got so mad at him. So like,
Yeah,
how
dude,
can
because
you
you're
have a
too
team-
old to be out there.
You take a team like this and then you compare them to a team like the Bears, who is getting led by Ben Johnson, ripping his shirt off for free hot dogs in Chicago, singing chant songs and riling everybody up. He has that team, Ben Johnson has that team wanting to run through a wall for him like Dan Campbell does, which maybe, I was talking to Mark about this on Monday, maybe that's what Ben Johnson did in Detroit. And now he's taken all that energy over to Chicago.
Yeah, it's possible.
Though their defense, the Bears defense still sucks.
I feel like
And
this
there we
is
go.
one of those things where it's like, I think Tomlin can be a great coach, but he's got to move on. It can't be with Pittsburgh anymore.
Yeah? You
That's
think
done.
he's going to move on? John, Jimmy,
Where does
what do
he-
you guys think?
I think he'll move on. I think it's going to be a decision that he ends up making, because I think there are people pushing him out. Because I still think at the end of the day, I think the Steelers are going to like try to gently nudge him out the door.
Yeah,
They want to
Steelers
keep
don't
their
fire
history
coaches.
of never having to fire a coach.
exactly.
So
I mean,
They've had
that's
3
why I
coaches
think
in
you
their
see these
entire
his
history.
former players
Yeah.
pressuring him right now.
Yeah, right. Mutual parting of
problem
ways.
is-
That's how
Dude,
we
the
solve
Problem
this.
is, though,
That's how we
who do you
solve this.
replace him with?
I don't know. Try something new.
I think the problem is, how do you fire Mike Tomlin?
You don't. You have a mutual
don't.
parting of ways. As I make
You don't
the,
fire-
the
you don't
mutual
fire
parting of
Andy
ways
Reid.
move with my
You don't
arms.
fire Andy Reid. You don't fire Mike
That's
Tomlin.
that's technically what happened with Bill Belichick. There was a mutual
You don't fire
parting
Bill
of ways.
Belichick.
That's right. Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? We're talking about this Penn State job who Roethlisberger wanted Tomlin to take. You see how well college football's going for Belichick.
Yeah, I don't want Tomlin. In.
No, Tomlin needs to stay in the NFL if he does. But
And so really what that feels like,
mean,
it feels embarrassing, honestly.
yeah, I hate to say it, like Miami might be a good landing spot for him if they're
You know,
going
I
to
don't
kill.
think I don't think he moves on.
I think
Really?
McDaniel is going to keep his job, especially if
He's done better
My-
lately. Yeah.
Miami's keeps it up and finishes the year strong.
I
They,
don't
they've
think
been
he
winning
does.
their last few games.
They
they're
have-
not
they
gonna make the
have-
playoffs, but
Yeah.
they technically
They have been winning.
I honestly, I feel like they're.
I don't think he stays though.
I do kind of feel like their upset against Buffalo did sort of re-energize that team, and not just the team itself, but like the connection with McDaniel and his teammates in the locker room. I feel like that, like you saw that celebration, they were like so excited and like driving around like locker, like not shopping carts, but like the big like uniform dress carts, and they're riding in them in the locker room. Apparently
Those are called
McDaniel
laundry carts.
laundry carts. There you go. Yeah, thanks. McDaniel's trolled a Bills backer bar, apparently, allegedly, in a car, like after the game. Like that kind of stuff is gonna win the hearts of his teammates over, and I feel like they have kind of reloaded and are now, like Jimmy said, they've been winning. They've been looking a lot better. Not great, but maybe enough for McDaniel to keep
we
his
gotta move
job
on.
barely.
I think it's going to be enough for him to save his job, and honestly, I think it's going to be bad for them in the long term, because I feel like it's keeping them from ripping the Band-Aid off. I feel like
Yeah.
it's going to, besides the
I
money,
feel-
of course, too, I feel like it's going to tie them
Yeah.
to Tua Longus as well, too.
Yep.
I feel like they don't
Hey.
want Tua anymore.
Hey.
And
Oh.
Shut the
Tua was
Mark,
fit
shut-
for Mike.
shut-
Yes,
shut
I
the
know.
fuck up.
I know. I got one more
shut the
spot.
fuck up. No,
I
shut the
feel
fuck
like
up. Shut the fuck up.
And Mark said,
John's right. We have to move on. All right, ready?
All right.
I feel next topic under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to trembling whenever you're around. So we started talking about this a little bit. Defense wins championships, right? It seems the big trend this year was highlighted by stellar defenses, especially with big contracts that we saw from elite pass rushers. This is a very quick intro. So, everyone, which NFL team has the best defense?
Houston Texans.
Yeah. Seattle had the
They do
best
have
week
the-
defensively last week, obviously, but I think it's the Texans. I agree with John.
Yeah, Texans have the best defense in terms of yards and points so far.
If you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said Denver, but just with how Houston's been playing lately, I think I got to agree that it's Houston.
And Miles Garrett has like 1,000 sacks.
I mean, he's the best defensive player, but yeah, it's.
Yes.
I mean, what makes the Texans so deadly is they got two guys that are almost that good, and they're both lights out, and they do not quit. There was one of the 8 times they sacked Josh Allen because the Bills wouldn't freaking add an extra chipper to block for some god-forsaken reason. There was one of the ends, I forget their names now, but they clocked him running over 51 yards in the backfield in order to sack Josh.
I think the
That's
scariest
freaking
part
nuts.
too about the Texans defense, and they are a good passing defense, but not the best passing defense. They are by far, and I looked it up, 116 yards by far the best rushing defense.
Yeah.
They
Well,
have an average of 91
Wait.
yards a game.
No, they're not.
allowed.
They definitely are.
They are not
it's
because the Jacksonville Jaguars have only allowed 82.4.
What? Really?
And the Seahawks have only have averaged 88, and the Patriots have averaged 89. So, but the Texans are fourth.
But I'm just overall comparatively.
But
one
they
of the
do
top.
have, yes, they have the lowest total overall yards and overall points. And in a lot of respects, yards. Whenever they say the best defense in the NFL, it's always with yards, which makes never made any sense to me. It should be points. Like who gives up the least amount of points? But the Texans have both titles.
Yeah. Hard to argue that.
I
agree
that it should be points. I think like the logic with it is just to account for like if a team has a bad offense that's turning the ball over and constantly putting the defense in bad situations from a field position perspective.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, yeah, I do. Points is a better metric though.
Mhm.
I mean, the Texans defense, and kind of bring it back to the previous topic, reminds me of the old Steeler defenses. They just have people that will hit you in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the mouth.
Yeah.
But let's give some flowers to. I mean, the Denver Broncos. We kind of mentioned that a little earlier. On pace for the most sacks ever in a single season. Currently at 51.
Yeesh.
I feel like the Broncos defense is like a Madden defense because they just get all the sacks
All the
and they get them
stats,
from
yeah.
multiple players too.
So much sacks. They're just having so much sacks.
They're the other team that I would be a lot more wary of facing in the playoffs. Like last year, the Bills absolutely slaughtered them in the wild card round, but I don't think that would happen this year. It's a different story. The Bills have regressed a little bit, and the Broncos have improved, as obviously with their defense since then.
Especially when it gets colder and when there's winds in a lot of these places. I don't know. Mile High in January is just it's somewhere I would not.
Well, they have that.
That's
They
another
have
thing,
that.
right? They're
yeah.
going to be at home this time. That's right. That's scary. Yeah.
And they could potentially have the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. So all the games would go through Denver.
Ugh. Gross.
That's quite the home field advantage playing
Yeah.
in Denver.
It's like Yeah, we have cold, we have hot. We have a stadium so high that you can't breathe.
I got two more defenses though that are probably a little bit underrated, but I think are still pretty formidable. You got the Seahawks, and then you got the Rams. Now the Rams,
Yeah, their
can
defense has
give
been
up-
pretty good.
Both the Rams and the Seahawks are a little bit susceptible to the run,
hmm
but they are the second and third in overall points against.
The Rams
being
defense
number
Okay.
2 and
banana-
the Seahawks being number 3.
The Rams defense went bananas 2 weeks ago. They
Yeah,
don't win
and-
almost Seattle Seahawks bananas.
Right. The combination of
Against
that
Tampa.
and an actual competent offense, which Denver and the Texans admittedly don't really have right now, like that makes them by far the scarier teams to me, or the more complete teams. But yeah, I mean, this is more about
You could tell-
defense.
you could
That's
tell
why
me- you
that's
could
why I
convince-
wasn't singing the praises of them immediately.
You could convince me the Seahawks are the best team in football. You could convince me. I would be
Yeah,
convinced.
one of the best rosters, I think. But Jackson Smith and Jigma has got the most.
Jackson
Does he
Smith
still
and
have the
Jigma.
most yards for any wide receiver by a bunch?
He is on pace to break Calvin Johnson's record.
Hmm.
Yep.
Albeit with an extra game, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
You know,
And then what about the Packers? I mean, you have Micah Parsons. I mean,
they're a little
Now-
too inconsistent for me to put them. But
They
when
are.
when they're on fire, they're on fire. It's what do you think, Jimmy? I don't know. I haven't followed the Packers
Yeah,
enough.
it comes down to, I think, a little bit of like consistency on offense with that too. Because when they're on, one thing that I like about Love is I feel like he's done a good job spreading the ball around. I don't feel like there's like a really like big like number one on this team, and I feel
No.
like he spread the ball around even more since Tucker Kraft's gone down. But I do think they can get the running game going. And as we all know, being able to run the football matters in the playoffs. They could be a team that could make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I see that.
They. I mean, if they get hot at the end there, they could upset everybody in the NFC. I feel like, or at least give them a run for their money.
and then the last team I want to mention, and it pains me to mention it, but we have to mention it: the New England Patriots.
Why does it pain you
Believe
to
it or
mention
not,
this?
Because I don't want to jinx them.
Ah.
They have the third best rushing defense, and for points, they have the fifth least given up on average.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
Not very good with
They are
turnovers this
abusive.
year.
they did
Abusive.
defend the Bills' run game pretty well.
They're only
It-
abused against Jackson Dart.
Yeah. You can say with New England, like, who have they played? But, like, the Bills have one of the strongest rushing attacks in the league, and the Patriots did well defending them in their game. I mean, granted, that was way back in, like, what, week 4 or 5, but still, they looked impressive then, and I feel like they've only gotten better since.
All right, how would we give a top 5? So number 1, it sounds like the Texans
Houston, yeah.
are kind of the best for all of us. Jimmy, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd go Houston, and then I'd go Denver at number 2.
Then you go Denver.
Yeah.
I go the Rams at number 2. Believe it or not,
Really?
even though they have a susceptible run defense.
I was going to put them
do.
fourth.
I agree.
I was going to say
I do.
Seahawks third.
Number 3.
I say
You have
Seahawks,
to
but
pick.
I could
Even
do
though
Rams too.
even though the
but
Browns
that's
are
fine.
even though the Browns are terrible, the Browns are the second best defense in football.
Really?
Are they really?
Myles Garrett has 1,000 sacks.
But it's just him though. I mean, I guess there's other players.
I
too.
don't think that matters.
No, I
Drake
guess
May,
not.
not.
Drake May put 30 on them though.
I mean, Drake May is not a regular quarterback. He is a
He's
clone of
very
Tom Brady.
good.
It is a real thing.
Well, they have by far the best defensive player in the NFL. I don't know if I would rank their overall defense as third. I mean,
I'd say they're like a top 7 or 8 defense. I don't think
Maybe.
they're
That
necessarily a
is
top
so
5.
way too low, way too high.
I could
I
They
think Denver is 3.
I could
Listen,
put the Browns.
Cleveland
fifth
is
on this list.
the second overall yards, second by 50 over the Chargers and 150 over the Packers and the Broncos and the Seahawks.
Where are they in
I mean-
points? Are they pretty good too? 'Cause That is important.
Probably.
That was going to be my point. I mean, I'd have to look the last few weeks though, but I remember looking at them before they played the Pats.
Well, the Browns' points are high, but they're also fucking terrible, and they're terrible because the offense is fucking terrible.
Yeah, that could be like a victim of bad field position all the time. That's true.
That
Like
was just score.
their offense is so bad that they're probably getting their defense strained and with bad starting
Yeah,
field
they're
position
probably
all
on
the
the
time.
field a lot too because of that too.
Yeah,
Offense is
Oh, certainly.
so bad. So bad. So bad. I mean, I think that you can't discount the fact that Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons are better than other people at defense. And that's why I think that the Browns and the Packers are very high. I mean, I think that the
superior
Rams are
players,
very-
but the team defense.
I think that the Rams are very good. I think that the Seahawks are very good. I think that the Green Packers are very good. Actually, I think the Packers are higher than the Rams and the Broncos, probably the Seahawks too.
yeah. 3, 4, 5 in whatever order for me would be Seahawks, Rams, and Packers probably.
Yeah, I think after Denver, I'd probably go Green Bay, Seattle, and then the Rams rounding out my top 5.
Interesting.
So we have a decent amount of overlap here with
Mhm.
with Myles Garrett single-handedly putting the Browns in the conversation. He seriously could get like 30 sacks. Dude's nuts.
So week 14, half-point PPR ranks the Broncos, the Browns, the Bucks, the Seahawks, and then the Rams as the top 5 as far as fantasy points,
There you go.
which is actually
Well, that's fantasy.
ranking.
No,
I mean-
fantasy points are not a good ranking of the defenses because they usually don't count yardage.
And it can be
Oh,
very
yeah.
fluky with like touchdown reliance too,
Yeah.
especially if the
Yeah.
league puts like special teams touchdowns in that as well.
Technically, from a fantasy perspective, Chicago is one of the best defenses, and
Nope.
they're certainly not.
Wait,
the
really?
best defense
Wow.
in the league. Yes.
No, they're number 24, Mark. You're definitely wrong.
No, they have the most turnovers in the league, and they have a good. Actually, they don't have a good amount of sacks. But
24,
they've,
24 week 14, based on rankings.
what about where's Minnesota?
Minnesota is probably also very low.
No, because they had Isaiah Rodgers had 2 touchdowns in one game.
Minnesota's 14.
And
This
I don't
is
think
the
the
ma-
14th.
This is versus the matchup in week 14. That is what I am telling you. That is the information.
Wait, so just for this week? Well,
Yes.
I don't. That doesn't make sense for the overall rankings for the year to me. But I don't know.
And then
Wait time?
Minnesota is number 8 in the season, and the Bears are still probably very low. The Bears are number 21 for the season. Anyway, we're at time.
By the way, quick
Too much
update on
minutia.
CeeDee Lamb. Concussion is the
He's
most
concussed.
likely. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a broken arm.
Well, but he was like looking at his arm, like maybe he was just concussed, and he was like, I don't know what I'm looking at. But
He was looking at his arm, and his arm was limp, but it was probably because his brain was broken.
they said he came down hard on his shoulder too, so it might have went numb temporarily.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
He'll be back for playoffs, John.
No more fucking
Hope
surface.
so.
Well, he got 16 points, so it's fine. As long as Javonte does a little better, I'll be good.
Next topic, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Next topic.
It's so beautiful, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, you're beautiful. too, John.
All right, well, we're going to get to our other football topic. And you know I wanted to talk about it. So, 2-11 after 13 weeks with a possible Rookie of the Year candidate and wins against top teams was not on my 25-26 New York Giants bingo card. Jackson Dart is young and flashy and exciting, and the whole NFL is worried about his health. Troy Aikman said during the broadcast on Monday that he's hoping Dart will start to take proper precautions after he missed New York's previous 2 games with a concussion. But based off the chances he took, highlighted by him getting absolutely leveled by Christian Ellis, we probably shouldn't hold our breath. So, what's the line between quarterbacks being aggressive to get that extra yard and trying to stay on the field? And is Jackson Dart any good when he's not a run threat?
So we saw this live, like we had mentioned. And listen, while First of all, John, do you feel that the big hit that Christian Ellis had, do you feel that that was a late hit and should have been a penalty?
Listen, and I'm going to be really. I do not think that hit followed the letter of the rules. He was in bounds. He didn't slide. He was legal, right? Now here's the problem that I have with it. That man could have just pushed him out of bounds, two-handed push, and you can see it. He left his foot, he left his feet, he led with his shoulder.
He launched himself.
Yeah,
he launched himself.
Full on. I think
he wanted to hit him as hard as he could. And I'll tell you, if he hits Mahomes like that, if he hits Allen like that, if he hits Burrow like that, if he hits Lamar like that,
You think that would have been a penalty had it been one of them?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a clean hit, though.
I think in off seasons.
I understand that it followed the letter of the rules, and Jackson Dart probably should not stop being such a douchebag, and he should get out of bounds. There was no need to take a 22-year-old quarterback out of the game. There's no fucking need. You're up by 3 scores. Why the fuck did you have to hit him so hard?
I will say that did look like the disgruntled, old man in gym shorts, in a beer league football way, trying to overachieve.
That's what he fucking said. He said
that's the linebacker's wet dream to be able to hit a
By the way, he said you should have slid. He said you should have slid in his press conference.
Wow.
He did.
Because he's trying to teach him a fucking lesson. And not
Absolutely.
It's just completely bad sportsmanship. Completely bad. Completely.
It had nothing.
Fuck you. Fuck you. It wasn't illegal. It was not illegal, but you can do legal shit and still be dirty, and it was that.
I will say
and you can't convince me. I will die on this hill. You can't.
This reminds me a little bit of when the Bills' Matt Milano was still in his prime, and this was that brief stint. I don't know if you guys remember this, where the Jets had Mike White out of nowhere, and he actually had a couple of really good games. He had a pair of 300-yard games in a row. It was looking great. They play the Bills, and the Bills hit him so fucking hard, and Milano literally had a clean shot at him. This, like you said, linebacker's wet dream. Bull rushed him, completely vulnerable, unprotected, unaware. Milano went, broke all of his ribs. Yeah. That was it. Yeah. That was the end of Mike White playing good quarterback in the NFL.
By the way,
perfectly legal hit, but kick the shit out of him.
You also can't convince me, and I forget the name, the linebacker that Scatterboot embarrassed in week 6, who broke his fucking ankle in 2 pieces in week 8. Legal. Still fucking dirty.
Wasn't that a rule of the hip drop tackle?
Some people say that
actually might have been
it was not ruled a hip drop tackle.
Oh.
It's the same tackle, by the way, that broke J.K. Dobbins' ankle, who was also having a great season.
Yeah.
Legal and clean, legal and good sportsmanship. These are 2 separate fucking things, and that is the point of this question. I don't think anybody gives a shit about the New York Giants. They had the hardest schedule.
Not the point of this question, but
they had the hardest schedule of the whole fucking NFL because fuck the Giants, because of all the other shit that they're doing wrong and all the rules they're breaking. So they were completely a lesson this year. They're playing all the tough teams. They're playing some of them twice. I mean, nobody gives a shit.
Bad injury luck too.
Listen,
I mean,
even me, myself, who was a Patriots fan, I love Jackson Dart. Okay, I will admit
he's lovely.
He's fun. He's fun to watch.
On that team is very phenomenal. Combined with Scatterbo. Now, but I was very disappointed in his press conference. The fact that he thinks he doesn't have to change anything. He's got that feeling of invincibility right now because he is a 22-year-old man. And he thinks that his shit don't stink right now. Well, guess what, Jackson? You got you definitely got should have been knocked off your pedestal, especially with that big hit that we saw on the sidelines. Because no other quarterback is making that move, because you have to think about the long term here, okay? Well, and it's
not think that's
necessarily your football career; it's your just general health long term.
I think that's a very important point. I don't think this conversation would be the same if the Giants had a winning record. I don't think this conversation would be the same if they had any chance of winning that game and he was
if
maybe
they had an actual head coach.
Yeah, if he'd done that on a game-winning.
if it was like fourth quarter and they're down by 3 and
Right.
the first
If that's the
down is
game-winning
important,
drive and he takes that hit, right, to get a first down, that's a different story,
But
right? Then it's heroic.
this is the part that's Jackson Dart's fault. You didn't need that. You didn't need it at all. You could have
Exactly.
pulled up. You could have stepped out of bounds. You just didn't need to put your body on the line. Maybe he didn't get hurt then. And by the way, he didn't get hurt. He got up faster than Ellis did.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't even phase him. But that's not going to happen every time because unfortunately, Jackson Dart has put himself in the conversation with guys like Andrew Luck, with guys like Joe Burrow, who get hit way too much, and it just can't go on forever.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Cam Newton's career got cut short. He just got smacked too many times.
No matter how strong you are, no matter how fast you are, or how many times you've gotten hit.
So I want to bring this back.
A 250-pound man who can run a 4.40, who hits you at 15 miles an hour.
Yeah,
it's gonna break you at some point.
It's gonna tickle. It's gonna tickle.
Not going to have a long career unless he learns to swallow his pride a little bit.
Yeah.
Fly, get out of bounds, play the position smarter.
yeah, and I think he can still
He
play.
doesn't have to stop being
Right.
athletic. He doesn't have to stop being competitive.
I was thinking,
It's also part of, like I said earlier, why I think he needs like a quarterback whisperer is like a head coach or at least an offensive coordinator that can reach him a little bit, and probably a younger guy too that can kind of break through this mentality that he's in, because this mentality is going to get him killed.
right, a slight bit of tempering it, and I think you got a great combination of your hands.
And that is the other part that I wanted to make sure that we talked about, and we are out of time. We're going to talk about this like a little more.
Yeah.
I think that the Jackson Dart that we saw, besides all the weird chances he took, the Jackson Dart that Mark and I saw was not as good. Only really 3 or 4 design runs. He has good pocket presence, but he doesn't really impact the game the same way. If there's not, he could take off at any moment. But this is again the problem that we see in the NFL. We don't have any of the really great quarterbacks besides maybe Lamar being guys who could run at any moment. We just don't have that. Yeah. That's not how it works. It's not how the position works. The really fast guys, the Kylers and the Justin Fields, they're just gimmicks. These are gimmick guys.
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple burners. I mean, you could even say early career Lamar when he was just super speedy, but he had to change the way he ran as well. I mean, he put on about 20, 30 pounds of muscle just to sustain getting the shit kicked out of him all the time. And I mean, he's still fast, but I don't think he's
That's what we're going to see from Jackson Dart in the offseason. He's going to get bigger.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to need to bulk up a little bit, maybe trade a little bit of that top speed for, just durability. And I mean...
What were you going to say before we move on, Mark?
Do you think, knowing that the way Jackson Dart wants to run, was Brian Daboll really the problem?
But I mean, yes, that's the reason Brian Daboll got fired, but for a lot of reasons. But the straw that bit the camel's back was then Brian Daboll got fired because he was not treating Jackson Dart like a first-round quarterback.
He wasn't helping.
He wasn't helping. Yeah. He was also coaching for his job, and he had something like 50 or 60 design run plays, and all he did was come in to do runs. I mean, he would literally be a running back, and I don't think that is a way to coach this kid either.
Yeah.
We have to stop, as the New York Giants, we have to stop coaching defensively scared and offensively scared. You have to coach to win. You have to do high percentage plays.
We did say that a lot on Monday.
Yeah, just coaching scared the whole game.
Yeah.
Like okay, you are playing a team that is much better than you. You are now down by 3 scores in the first quarter, and first down and second down you hand it off to Devin Singletary. Every single time.
Very predictable.
Well, yeah, welcome to my life. At least this season. All right. So, Dart, be smart.
Here's another fake sponsor, HoverHub, the world's first floating desk for elevated productivity. HoverHub, get higher at work. Well,
I'm writing it now.
Yes, keep that. With a little wink.
It's next topic. Whoa, it's next topic. I'm talking about next topic. Yeah, and the topic is mine.
Is that Elvis?
Tom Jones.
Oh.
All right, I do have one more football question, but it's kind of a fun question, so I'm going to move on to my baseball topic. Now, there are some teams that are willing to do just about anything to get rid of a player. In fact, the Red Sox are no stranger to this, as they once paid $7 million to the Dodgers in 2008 to get rid of Manny Ramirez, and $48 million also to the Dodgers in 2020 for David Price. Recently, they were on the other end of this particular deal as they traded for Sonny Gray from the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Redbirds are giving the Sox $20 million to help cover his contract. Now, Gray is a fairly good pitcher, but he's never won more than 14 games in a season and finished with a 4.28 ERA last year. He's also 36 years old and could potentially opt out of the deal after next season. Now, the Cardinals in this trade got the Sox number 5 prospect and left-handed pitcher Brandon Clark, who averages over 14 Ks per 9 innings. And then they also got a righty, another right-handed pitcher and a player to be named later. Now, other Sox players potentially on the trading block are outfielders Jared Duran and Wilyer Abreu. So everyone, who do you think will benefit more from that Sonny Gray trade, and what other moves should the Red Sox make this offseason?
They should definitely get more guys who are butthurt by the Yankees. I think that's the primary goal. Get more Yankee haters. The first thing Sonny Gray said in his press conference about the trade, he was like, "Oh, love going to a team where I can play the Yankees." Fuck you, Sonny Gray. You're not that good at baseball.
Jimmy, I
My
think you're
unadulterated opinion.
I was just gonna say I still think it's gonna be helpful. They needed another person to shore up the rotation. It might not be like as you said, he's never won more than 14 games, but I still think it's gonna be a helpful move.
And I love the Cardinals are paying half his contract. He's I believe he's on the docket for $31 million in this, and the Cardinals are giving them 20.
Damn.
Pretty nice.
Go away.
Pretty good.
Just
Yeah.
go away.
Wow.
It's amazing that that teams, I think, do this every night. I don't know, John. Do you know? Have the Yankees done any deal like that in the past? I'm sure they have. You don't know off the top of your head? Yeah,
I don't.
I wish
I mean, potentially the most famous one, although it was essentially a trade for cash and not necessarily cash to go along with the deal, was Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was sold for cash back in the day.
Wow.
You know,
is the
I had to field his. He had to fund his play.
I was gonna say, are the salary structures
No,
and
that's-
things made up anywhere near that the same as they were back in the 20s? Okay.
So I don't know. So what other moves Jimmy? What
The
other moves do you think the
1920s,
Red
that
Sox
is.
need to make? You're on mute,
Wait, we can't hear you, Jimmy.
Jimmy. You're on mute.
Jimmy, we can't hear you.
Oh,
There we go.
sorry.
There we go.
While I was charging the phone, I just had mute, so I'm not giving a lot of feedback on you guys.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I still think they could use another bat.
I mean, yeah, Alex Bregman is probably not going to be on the team next year. He was a pretty reliable bat.
Yeah, he was a reliable bat, and
There's talks of him going to the Cubbies.
I feel like offense just wasn't the Red Sox strength last year, so you already got to replace that bat, and I think they need to improve offensively off of what they were last year as well.
I personally like Abreu. I think he's going to be a pretty solid power bat. Unfortunately, he's just not very healthy. One name that I really don't want anymore is Casas. I believe he's been hurt more than games played in his major league career. Duran is not the big superstar that they thought he was going to be, but he's still a quality player. Is he like a Kyle Tucker though? No. And he had a very disappointing postseason. That might be one of the reasons why they want to trade.
You guys
him,
don't think that
because-
you need a number 2 to Crochet though, like another 15 game winner? And I don't
Personally,
think
no.
I don't think that's Story.
They have.
One.
You mean Trevor Story?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Oh, you're talking about bats, not pitching.
No, Sonny Gray. My brain stopped. That's what I meant.
I was like, what's happening?
Sonny Gray, I don't think is going to be a number 2. Personally, I think the 2 young left-handed guys that they brought up last year, or I'm sorry, this year, could potentially be the number 2 to Crochet.
And that went really well in the wild card game.
They're young, okay? They're young, and they both did all right. They just weren't lights out like they were supposed to be. I'm sorry. Did you win the World Series?
Yeah, we beat your asses.
Yeah, congratulations. How many World Series rings did that get you?
Still beat you.
Not this year. Not this year. Personally, I think the Red Sox need some more bullpen help. Their bullpen was a travesty last year, with the exception of Chapman. Chapman somehow revitalized his career last year, and I believe the Sox extended his agreement for, is it 2 years? I could be wrong. I know John hates Chapman for multiple reasons.
I mean, he is a wife beater, but
That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
pretty hateable.
I can't really say anything to that.
I don't have a lot I can contribute to this topic, but I can agree on that.
He can make saves though. I don't know.
He throw ball hard.
It was a 1-year extension, Mark.
It was a 1-year extension. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, John, you and I saw. Oh, you heard this before, but the sound that the baseball makes when a catcher catches an Aroldis Chapman pitch is just
I remember.
Different. It is.
I remember
different.
When he was a Yankee for many moons.
Mm-hmm.
So many moons. We haven't had a closer since him, but that's fine.
Jimmy, I do agree with you. I think that they need a bat to replace Bregman. As of right now, they probably don't have a number 3 hitter. I think.
I just think they need some more power in general, especially for a team that struck out as much as they did last year. Normally, when you're taking that chances on a lot of like not so great pitches, usually at least you can balance that if you're getting some power out of it. But
just want to let you know, Kyle Tucker belongs to us.
Low average team as far as home runs.
Kyle Tucker, what?
Kyle Tucker belongs to us, so shut the fuck up. Don't come after Kyle Tucker. I'll cut you.
The Sox probably aren't going to pay him, so I don't think the Red Sox are going to fight him. You have to fight Uncle Steve and the Mets.
And here we go. Work. We're out of time.
Thanks, all.
One more baseball topic, Pete. Once Mark sings me a song.
It's okay.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Song.
It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And she's always gone too long. It's next topic anyway.
I know. All right.
Wait, Jimmy,
So
we
Jeff,
can't
I
hear
know
you.
you're.
I know.
Yes. Excellent.
So, Jeff, I know you're listening. Is something wrong with Uncle Steve? In a surprising offseason move, the New York Mets have signed reliever Devin Williams to a 3-year contract for $51 million. This contract has no options or opt-outs, but does come with a $6 million signing bonus. So clearly the Mets are setting a stopgap for the probably departing Edwin Diaz, but Williams struggled in with the Yankees, going 4-6 with a 4.1 ERA. So hopefully the luster of Williams after his rookie of the year outing in 2020, where he posted a .33 ERA over an equivalent number of 22 outings. So I am not butthurt about this like John Turturro is and a bunch of Yankee fans.
Definitely not butthurt.
I definitely not butthurt. Williams was not in my 2026 Yankee plan, so I'm glad this deal is done. But do you think he'll regain some of his shine for the Mets? Also, do you think he is still as valuable as his contract says, or did the Mets overpay to make sure they had something in the closer setup role for next season?
I mean, yeah, they definitely need some bullpen help because the only good arm they had was this past season was Diaz, and he's on the free agent market, so they potentially need a new closer. Now, Devin Williams, this is admitted from John, did happen to kind of bring it back towards the end of the year and remembered how to pitch all of a sudden. Was he lights out?
As a setup guy.
As a setup man. Was he lights out? I mean, he was pretty good. Did he deserve a $17 million a year contract? Probably not. I think Uncle Steve definitely overpaid for him, and we'll see if the change in Burrow is gonna affect him at all. I mean, what, the Mets have the pitching lab thing, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think that the problem with Devin Williams is that I don't know why. Maybe it's just because when he pitched for Milwaukee, it didn't matter because they were terrible. But like, he can't pitch in high pressure situations. High leverage. Every time he was in a leverage piece, he fucked up. Every time. There was a stretch over the summer where he had an ERA over 9. Over 9.
Yeah, that was for like a month and a half or something like that. Yeah.
He had more earned runs as a Yankee than he did in his entire career.
With the Brewers, yeah.
Now, some would say that maybe the change to the American League hitting was too shocking, and he'll come back to the National League, and he'll be back with hitters that he knows, and he'll be better. I don't know.
How old is he, by the way?
He's
31.
31. Okay. I think that the problem with Devin Williams, at least as a Yankee, is that when your out pitch is a changeup, if your changeup and your fastball isn't really that great, when your changeup doesn't work, you're fucked. Because the changeup is 85 miles an hour, and if you don't fool somebody, it's going to get the shit kicked out of it every time.
Yeah, not many, unless you're Mariano Rivera, you're really not going to fool a lot of pitchers unless you have more than one pitch. You kind of need that changeup. I think the only thing good that like the Mets have going in it that could maybe make this situation a little better, I think adding Justin Villard as a pitching coach over from the Red Sox was smart. I don't think that's necessarily going to help Williams in general, but I just think it could be good for the Mets pitching as a whole.
That's a good point.
I mean, they definitely have to do something different than last year because the pitching lab definitely did not work.
The lab has failed.
It worked for the first half of the season until everybody figured it out. They just figured
unfortunately for the Mets, you have to play both halves in a season.
Unfortunately. That's a really good way to end this one, actually.
Done.
Sorry, Jeffem.
I really do hope it goes well. I really do.
Yeah. I'm kind of indifferent. All right. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. We hear from the people of the town. They call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves. But every night all the men would come around and take next topic down.
Okay.
What would the men do to you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna mess that up. I'll be honest, that was the last song that I did. I didn't actually read the lyrics. I just changed like, oh, next topic would fit here.
I love it.
So this weekend, ESPN2 will present a special live NFL broadcast with the characters from Monster Inc. This is an actual NFL game with each player designated as a character from the Disney Pixar movie and will appear on not only ESPN2, but some streaming platforms. Now, the ability to do this comes from the use of skeletal tracking of real players, AI to map movements, VR for the commentators, and real-time rendering like Unreal Engine to replace the players as animated characters. In the past, we've also seen them do this with The Simpsons, Toy Story, and Nickelodeon theme broadcasts. So everyone, are we going to watch this broadcast? And what's other special themed NFL broadcasts would you like to see next?
I'll watch it. Honestly, when we were doing like these broadcasts with Nickelodeon over the last few years, I would choose to watch the Nickelodeon one. I thought it was pretty fun to see
Sure. What?
SpongeBob get kicked at through the field goal post on an extra point. And I thought the kids did a better job than some of these like D and like E Team like CBS and Fox reporters that I would get when my Patriots were horrible these last couple of years.
It's a good point. I mean,
thought it was
doesn't
at
take
least
much.
entertaining.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to do better than some of those broadcasters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I loved the Toy Story one. I remember enjoying that one. The Slinky for the first down chains was I don't know how you do better than that. The Slinky dog, that was amazing.
I have a question about these, and I do not choose to watch them typically. I'm also not always really watching football live, but wouldn't you get tired of it if it was more than one game?
I think it's every once in a while.
Well, they only
it's fun.
save it for one game a year.
It's not
like
all the time. I wouldn't get tired of it. Like I couldn't watch that like multiple games a season. No.
I think good for what it's good for is this is a way to get, not to be sexist, but like to get women to watch football, to get kids to watch football. This is a thing to get people.
Well, not necessarily women and kids, but people that don't normally watch football. That's what they're trying to get this
people audience. Who are not.
And Gibbs just scored another touchdown. Fantastic.
Like jogged in.
Any families in general.
Yeah.
Just like
family football time.
You get like a dad, maybe he wants to watch football, but like he's got to spend time with his kid on Sunday when he's got it's one of his only days off. Now this is an excuse. Maybe we can get his son or his daughter even into football, and these kind of can be like a little bit of a bridge to the sport.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the footage of the old ones, John? The ones they've already done? I would imagine they were.
I saw some of the Simpsons ones. Okay. I saw some of the Toy Story one. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like that they could do better for sure with them. I mean, I'm sure that they'll get better each time. Okay. So which game is this? This is the.
Oh, I should have actually looked that up, then, shouldn't I?
I thought you mentioned it in the beginning of the thing. I didn't see it.
I realized that.
I didn't see it in your question.
I realized that while I was.
So we know when to watch for this.
My intro. I was like, oh wait, I didn't actually tell you what game it was. I know it's like I think it's one of the later games. It's a Sunday night football game. It's Eagles Chargers.
Sunday night.
Or Monday night. Monday night football.
Okay, interesting. I mean. I don't see any harm in it. You have alternate casts of games like the Manning cast that do very well. Prime does their like super nerdy hyper football DVOA stat version of the broadcast. So why not? Yeah, I think there's room for it.
Let's get into some of the special broadcasts that we'd like to see. Now, yeah. I know that this is a licensing issue, and so it will never happen, but wouldn't you love to see a Marvel versus DC game?
Oh, that'd be freaking cool.
Yes. I think that would be really cool.
That would be awesome.
What other things could we?
Hell, you can even do like heroes versus villains.
What about like a Walking Dead theme?
Right. Heroes versus villains. Yes, Nintendo. Oh my god,
that'd be fun. Give me like a Mario versus Donkey Kong like kind of thing. That'd be a blast.
That would be awesome. I was just thinking of like. I don't know what you would really do with this, and it's not even the right sport, but like Space Jam, like the Monstars, that'd be freaking cool. Like one team is just way bigger and like scarier than the other.
Oh, I just thought of another one. How about Star Trek versus Star Wars?
Oh, that would be pretty funny.
Again, licensing issue.
Yeah, that would be a tough one. Actually, hey, Disney owns ABC. They don't own Star Trek though.
Well, yeah, Disney owns
the Star Wars that
then,
way.
Yeah, and they own Star Wars
on the ESPN Monday Night Football.
Marvel versus Star Wars.
Sure, why not?
Since it has to be a Disney theme.
There you go. They got both of those IPs. We're good. I was just saying, do you guys remember like the Marvel versus Capcom video games? Be something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Those are fun.
Yeah, I just want to see like Mega Man
about,
running down the field.
I would much rather and we're almost out of time, but I would much rather, if you can mocap and you can get exact motion and movement, put people into games in VR.
Oh, like first person perspective.
Put people on the sidelines in VR.
Like real people?
Well, no, like be able to
okay,
view from the field.
I put my headset on and I am
You're like
Josh Allen. I'm literally in Josh Allen's helmet.
Mhm.
oh man.
How cool
They
would
have
that
that.
be?
They actually have that. If you one of the shows that I watch is NFL Live,
Mhm.
and they have what they call POVR, which is a virtual reality setting where you can put on the helmet and you can be like any player on the field, and they reenact certain actual plays
Oh,
that
wow.
happen in.
No,
a
I want it to
game.
be real time.
Can you do that real time? Yeah, that'd be scary as hell too.
Well,
want
in
it to be
theory,
real
yeah,
time.
you could do that real time.
Yeah.
I don't want a replay. That is not what I'm looking for. I am watching the Bills game, right? I'm watching it. And I'm like, you know what? I'll be Josh for a little while. And obviously I'm not moving him like that stupid football movie where the girl was controlling her dad.
Oh, yeah.
But
I forgot that was a thing.
I'm not like that. But I am in his
Okay.
helmet experiencing the game as Josh Allen, as Dak Prescott, as Jahmyr Gibbs for as long as I want.
I feel like I'd like that like more pre-snap, honestly, than I would during the snap, or at least
Yeah, what happens when
once
Josh
the
Allen
ball's
gets
caught,
sacked?
because
Right.
they've experimented with some of those Madden
That
angles and
would be
broadcasts.
awesome. Would be
And
awesome.
You would want to
I
see
just
what Josh
like
Allen
being
sees
able
when
to
he
see
gets
where the
sacked.
yards come from.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree. That would be super cool.
I mean, it would.
Yeah.
It could be fucking crazy expensive because people would pay.
Would we
for
also
it.
be able to hear their thoughts at the time, like when Josh Allen's getting like chased down by a 300-pound?
I mean, you could
lineman?
hear
Oh,
if
God.
he's being like, "Oh fuck," or like, what was it in the World Series where who's chasing Freddie Freeman? The guy who just retired from the Yankees.
I
The
don't
first
remember.
baseman.
That World Series seems like it was years ago.
That'd be a
even though
lot
it
of
was only a
tech
month ago.
to get the audio like that.
It
I'm just thinking about it. Every single helmet would need both microphones and some kind of processor to get positional data for
Well,
spatial
who-
audio.
Oh.
Like,
They
that'd
got
be
this
really
on-
hard to do.
Oh, so they had Anthony Rizzo mic'd up in the 2021 World Series, and he's chasing Freddie Freeman in a rundown, and he goes, "Frederick!" Yeah, I want to hear that. I want to be in his helmet. Everybody, by the way, look that video up. It's hilarious.
There's also NFL Films got this on mic'd up. Aaron Donald, I believe, was chasing down some quarterback, and the quarterback outright shrieked. He's like,
Mm.
I'd love to remember who that quarterback is, but I mean, I would probably do the same thing if Aaron Donald was chasing him.
Oh, that was Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
I was
thank
going to
you.
bring that. Yeah, he literally yelled, "Oh my God." And you could hear it
yeah.
like as Aaron Donald's like bearing down on him. Like,
Oh, I think that would be awesome. And Mark, do you know what time it is?
wait, no, we're losing your. Losing both of you guys.
Are we losing me?
No, we're losing our voices.
It's the final topic.
Sorry.
We have to do that again.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try it again, John, because both of us were breaking up. All right, ready? Nope. John, you just do it.
There's got to be some Discord setting that got changed.
Da 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 da.
Dude.
Da 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 da.
It's the final topic.
Explosion.
Yeah.
At least we won't get any. That's the best one yet. At least we won't get to copyright shit for that.
Right.
Oh shit!
And now,
I mean, you guys all dropped it down low. I was like, I got to do something. Oh
and
my
now for
God.
something completely different.
Okay.
So one of my current new obsessions, It Welcome to Derry, is the newest Sunday night show in the touted HBO lineup. This show focuses on the end of another 27-year cycle in 1959, where Pennywise terrorizes the small Maine town of Derry and its residents. While the show itself is great, filled with terror, sadness, and fear, I think the more interesting thing is to point out is, again, it opens the door to the greater Stephen King multiverse. Already bringing us to Castle Rock, Shawshank Penitentiary, and exploring the ideas of thinnies and interdimensional beings. So Brandon Sanderson, J.R.R. Tolkien, David Mitchell, as well as King, and many others write almost entirely in a single overarching universe. What does it take to keep this many story threads together? And more importantly, do we like the idea of a multiverse and the Stephen King verse specifically?
I mean, when it's done by some of the legends like you cited, yes. I mean, if I'm not going to say no to that.
I mean, we have the Law and Order verse. There's a lot of examples of these big arcing worlds that fictional words that we get to take some time and I just, it was so interesting for me because the two like media things that I'm currently devouring is Welcome to Derry, which I'm really liking, but also the Brandon Sanderson verse. So
Yeah.
I got through all the Mistborn books, and I found this compendium of short stories that he wrote in the over universe of Mistborn, which is also the Elantris books and the Stormlight Archive books. So they're all happening in the same galaxy, right? The same universe, and there are many different planets in this same universe that they've found this way to travel between through magic, which exists in all the universes. And
like the magical laws of physics are kind of similar, right? There's like maybe slight differences in the way these different stories use their kind of magic, but it all kind of relates to each other. That's kind of the thing he does too?
Well, Brandon Sanderson is talking about a thing called investiture. Investiture is kind of the similarity in all the magic sources and the way that you can travel between the different physical, spiritual, and cognitive universes. It's actually, the rules are awesome. But the idea, and we'll bring it back, the idea of the Kingverse is that there are thinnies. Thinnies are kind of thin points between the physical realm and the spiritual realm that shit gets through. And Pennywise isn't the monster, it's the monster. It is a thing called the Deadlights, and it is a interdimensional being that landed on Earth. And it took this character, this person who was and we're learning about this in Welcome to Derry, but also from the books in general. There was this guy who played a clown in the 1930s, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and he dies, right? He dies terribly. And he was just like, I'm going to be a clown when I come and kill children.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
I'm interested.
Enough nerdery so everybody can talk about it. If we discuss the idea of this as do multiverses work?
I mean,
Mark?
I mean, I think we've seen that in some places already, right? We've seen it work, and we've seen it doesn't work. I mean, Marvel's definitely trying that out right now. I mean, personally, I like the idea of a lot of the Stephen King things kind of being within the same same somewhat of a storyline, or at least mentioning and whatnot. But I mean, I guess it's just like everything else. It just has to be done right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's an interesting perspective of it that I was thinking of, like as we're going over all the cool physics and story bits. I'm more tolerant, I find, of these kind of integrated universes in literary form as opposed to movies or TV. Maybe that's just me. I think it's just something that I get less tired out by the books. And maybe it's because I'm a more casual reader. I don't digest reading content as fast as I do television. So maybe that's all it is. But do you guys feel the same way, or is that just maybe a personal preference thing?
It might just be because I don't think I have like an example for me personally for my taste of something that has worked well
Hmm.
in that way from a television perspective, or a movie perspective. I think
You
it's
like
like
the Game of Thrones things, Jimmy? Do you watch that?
so I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but like some of like my favorite like shows, probably like Mr. Robot. I like Stranger Things a lot. As a big like Breaking Bad, like Better Call Saul kind of guy.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, so we can actually talk about the Vince Gilligan verse because that's another thing that's happening. Vince Gilligan, Breaking Bad. So Better Call Saul is a prequel / sequel to Breaking Bad, and there are a lot of tie-ins.
I mean, that's
Okay.
yeah. There you go.
Ooh, you guys would be so proud of me. I'm finally watching Breaking Bad.
More in the Marvel point of view, where like it's a lot of stories that are all like combining in like one universe, rather than if we're like including like in this multiverse like prequels and whatnot too. Like yeah, then I would agree that like it can work if it's like well thought out because
Yeah.
I think in a lot of ways, I'm not saying it's the better show, but I think like Better Call Saul like succeeds in a lot of things better than Breaking Bad in some cases when it comes to like writing like female characters and just like some of like the camera work. I think like some of the directing and whatnot it got a lot more confident, especially in some of the later episodes. So for me, like if you're gonna like have this like multiverse or like just like an existence of like different characters in the same universe from different stories, I
Mhm.
think it can work. It's really just about like how well
For
thought
you,
out.
and I've watched
Yeah.
both of them too. For you, did Better Call Saul get better when it caught up to Breaking Bad?
I think it did, most certainly did. I love the way they ended it personally.
Here's
Okay.
the
like,
thing though.
when you ran into the cartel and you were like, I know those guys because those guys did some fucked up shit in like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, like I like those moments. I guess the point I'm trying to say is like I thought they served the story well. I thought they served like um Jimmy Saul's character well, or like the backstory well of Gus and Mike.
It's all good,
Yeah,
man.
there were fan servicey moments, but I guess like
Mhm.
the point is like if it works for like the story and for the character, I'm okay with those moments.
Now you walked into this, so I'm going to ask it. A, have you watched Pluribus? This is Vince Gilligan's new show on Apple TV.
I have not. I
Okay,
don't even
so-
have Apple TV. What's it about?
so-
Is that in the same
so-
universe?
So no.
Okay.
However, they realize what you're doing. Vince Gilligan did write it. Rhea Seehorn, which is the female lead in Better Call Saul, she is the lead in this.
Okay.
Is the main character, and she lives in Albuquerque. And I laughed when
Huh.
she's this famous author who essentially runs into the alien apocalypse. Loose writings. But before this happens, she comes home and she flies into Albuquerque Airport. And I'm just like, that's funny. I knew that.
I've heard some really good stuff about Pluribus.
It's, by the way, incredible. It is as good as Vince Gilligan has ever been. It's, I think the thing that I love about him is his character exposition, but after his character exposition is the way he sets a scene. And so he's doing really cool reflective camera work, and he's giving you cool angles in the Albuquerque desert, and he makes it look really very good. And I think that he does that probably better than anybody.
So
I mean, this is the guy, Vince Gilligan. You got to think about this for a second. He gets to write his masterwork in Breaking Bad. He gets to print it, and he chooses for his lead character a guy who played a stupid TV dad on better just that he ran into
in the
one
Middle.
time. And Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, that he ran into one time filming one episode of the X-Files. He's like, that's my guy.
I mean,
Who makes that choice?
he
That is like pulling Robert Downey Jr., who was a drug addict loser, out of the crowd and saying, this guy's going to be perfect for Iron Man.
Yeah.
Just changes the whole media landscape in a second.
so-
Everybody's like, you're fucking crazy. That's not a good decision. And it was.
Yeah, as incredible as Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul is, and Mark, congrats getting through it. It was awesome. It's an awesome show.
Well, I'm in the third season.
Oh, you're going through it. Okay. All right, sorry. You're in for a treat.
Shit hits
it just gets
Season of
crazier and
Saul or
crazier.
Breaking Bad are you in right now?
Breaking Bad.
Gotcha.
So we're talking about a like Hall of Fame level show, right? Incredible show. Gets a spinoff, also super, super good. How do you think that would continue to scale to like 10 shows all in that same universe? Because that's when you're talking about like the scale of like Stephen King, Brandon Sanderson. I mean, that might be dozens of different spin-offs and shows and different formats and different things.
I don't think you can
different
do it.
times.
I don't think you.
Would that all work? Like that's the
I don't
scale we're
think I
talking
want
about
them to
with
do it
these
for that
authors
long.
that can do it, like Stephen King and Brandon Sanderson.
But I think that ties in much better to your point, Pete. I think that the ability to write it is more lenient than the ability to put it into a show.
Yeah, like do we just have more patience with it in that form?
And I don't think it's about patience. I think it's about scope. It's really hard to world build in a show, and it's less hard to world build in a novel.
It's also very expensive on the VFX budget.
And it's right.
Heyo.
Hey,
Hey,
I'll take it though.
I think that might be it. I think that.
So
might
that has
be
been our
it.
topics. We will be back next week. In the meantime, you can catch up on our episodes on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@iftheseballspod. And don't forget to subscribe to us by tickling that little bell.
Oh yeah.
We would like to thank our guests for joining us tonight. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks for having me,
Thanks,
guys. That was
Jimmy.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, us too. That was great.
You can also follow or like us on our socials at If These Balls Pod on X, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Our website is www.iftheseballscouldtalkpod.com. This is Mark Pesci, and for my partner, John Companion, producer Pete Steffen. That's what we feel they would say if these balls could talk.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night, guys.
I'll break your bad.